Hi students, welcome to a session on managerial economics. I'll give you a brief overview of what the topic is. We will not go in depth into it, just an overview so you understand what exactly we are talking about. So economics is a very vast subject. We are trying to look into what managerial economics is. So just to begin with, we will have a very short session. So just to begin with, we will take upon the meaning of economics in our context of managerial economics. What is economics? Economics is the study of how society manages its scarce resources. So, resources we tend to say, whether it is an organization or a family, they are very scarce. How do you manage that? So, this is what we are going to look into. So, economics is the study of how the society manages its scarce resources. Let's go forward. So, what exactly are the resources that we are saying? What is scarce? The resources. What are the resources? The natural resource, the human resource, the capital. Capital means the money. Human resources means the talent pool you have. They are also limited. um, and then the natural resources that you have. So these are the sources that we talk about. Let's go forward. So when you have scarcity, what it pushes you into prioritizing the resources, how to use it, what to use, and all. But basically, you need to prioritize the resources, the way you are going to use it. So the second point, if you look into resources, why we talk about resources to make economic decisions. So when you make a decision, you have to look into the financial part of it or the beneficiary part of it, the outcome part of it. So that we call it as an economic decision making. So what to produce, how to produce that, and for whom are you producing that? All this makes sense when it comes to economic decision making. So, decision making, it is more about choices that we make. You have a number of options. From that, most of them may look equally good, but then you have to choose between them. So, decision making is about choices, and often you have a trade-off between what the resources, the cost, the output, the benefit, and the expenditure. So it is a trade-off in that context that we say. So let's move on. What are the implications of scarcity? We can divide it into three areas. The opportunity cost. When you forego a choice, a second option that you have not considered, you choose the first option according to you. But when you do that, you are foregoing the second option. So the value attached to that next best alternative is foregone. That is something that we call opportunity lost or opportunity cost. The second point of resource allocation. You have resources now. How are you going to allocate it? And resources are scarce. That's what we are trying to say. So, how do you allocate or distribute these resources among competing users? So, in an organization, also, you have, let us say, capital is one of the resources we spoke about. How is it going to be pulled across human HR department, the marketing, the finance department, so operations department? Everybody competes for these resources, the budget part of it, if you look into. So how exactly are you going to distribute the resources? And the last third point that we add to it is the efficiency and the equity. Equity, we mean the fairness. Efficiency, we understand the optimal use of the resources. Is the resources correctly utilized? And equity, we mean to talk about the fairness in the distribution. Okay. So let us come to, we just looked into scarcity and the implication of scarcity. We try to understand what scarcity we are talking about, and we are talking it in the context of managerial economics. So, what is the importance of managerial economics? We have some points listed out here. We'll briefly look into it, and with that, we'll conclude the session. See, managerial economics, it's about decision making. So you are going to employ certain tools and techniques there. What does it try to do? It gives you solutions to some of the basic problems that the business faces. You work with data, so you analyze those type of data and you are predicting or forecasting, and it helps you to plan better. So it is a guide. It is more like a guide to your organization, which direction you move, how you utilize your resources, and it helps in formulating your business strategies, policies. So it has a key play in any organization, and it assists the management to know both the external and the internal factors that can impact your business. So this exactly is why we are trying to learn managerial economics. It's a brief overview that we had. With this, we will look into further sessions as we proceed. We will elaborate more on what scarcity is, what managerial economics, what are the tools, techniques that we are talking about. We'll talk about decision making. All these things we will add up in our coming session. So with this, we'll stop for the day. Thank you. Hmm. End meeting.